Hi out there in YouTube land. We're on the back porch here. And if you didn't know, it's blue sky. If you didn't see, and if you didn't know, you're at Friggin' Jeep, but I think you know that. Welcome to Friggin' Jeep. My name's John, and can you hear that? Sounds like Penny's over there sawing up a log or two. There's a lot of them down. Anyhow, I'm kind of practicing my piano today. Big bird flying over. Wasn't an eagle though. Nope, he wasn't an eagle. Anyhow, I'm kind of practicing my piano today. That means I'm doing work that I don't want to do, or doing things I don't want to do, doing things to keep me from doing what I have to do. No, I don't even have to do anything. I want to plant potatoes. That's the only goal today I got, is plant potatoes, but I'm trying to avoid planting potatoes. I'm also trying to have the sun warm up the ground a little bit more and dry it out because we got a lot of rain. Anyhow, there's here's a kind of look at these tables that I've been playing with. That's a pretty neat table. We're trying to find one maybe like this instead of this one, because this one turned out a little bit light on this side. But these are all different widths, and they got to have holes in them that match up with the holes here for the width. So that's kind of what it is. Now what I'm going to be doing is selling one like that for, like, I don't know, basically $200. That there would be about $2 1/4. And if you just wanted to buy the platform and have your own table base or something, that's a table base I just happen to have for like $175. It takes a lot of time to get it to here, which I'm realizing. It takes a can of paint for each table, takes a third of a can of outdoor polyurethane, whatever I'm using on that. But I'm pleased with the way they turn out. The first thing you gotta do is take them apart. When I take them apart here, I learned after doing maybe the first one or one ever, paint the ends of them. So you know, if you mix one of these boards with one of those, oh, it's a nightmare to figure out back what you got. And then you take them all apart, and you can see how they're rusty to start with, but they seem to clean up pretty good. Then I got to drill a hole in the bottom here, because if you want, I can get you, whoops, those are nuts and bolts. Somewhere I got leveling legs for them if you want to put little short leveling legs on them. Plus, when you put them together to make the double, you need a hole in there, because they don't come with holes in them. Anyhow, that's kind of what's going on here. I'm thinking about doing something else real quick, which I'll probably bring you guys along. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Is we haven't gone out and looked to see what that wood is in the greenhouse, how much it's down to. Now, it's still early in the day, so it's kind of yesterday. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. I had my days mixed up. I thought it'd be 2 weeks, but St. Patrick's Day is 3 days past 2 weeks. So this has got 2.5 weeks on this wood. And like I said, in the sun, it didn't lose any weight for about 4 days while it was cloudy. So that's kind of what's going on there. I might get down there and trim another apple tree. The ground looks wet though. So that apple down there is where we're planting potatoes. Uh-oh, got to turn the radio off. No, it hadn't lost it. Well, I moved it. Yesterday it lost a little weight. It was at, I guess I didn't write it down. Today is, I think it's the 18th, yeah. So it's 3/18/25. And I've moved it a couple times. We're equaled out right now, so that's 250. I guess you can see that. I can't see what's in there. 258. Yep, 258. So we'll write that down. 258. So it lost 10 pounds. So 97 down to 258. If this was a 7, is what, lost 40 pounds? That's 5 gallons of water, something like that. That's quick thinking on my math, which isn't a good thing to do. And that was dead standing, remember? Or maybe it blew over. It was one of those trees I cut up. You guys watched it. Those were those 2 rounds. So give you an idea what kind of water is still in dead standing wood, plus how much water wood can just lose. Anyhow, that's about it for this little bit. I'll bring you back in a little bit. This was that one piece. I don't know. This has been in here about a year, and it's at one. There's 100, and that's 35. And it's kind of a fun little thing. That's actually gone up in weight. That's actually gone up in weight. Now, if you want to do this game, I buy these. Now, that is what they call a twin beam scale. Oh, the door just shut. That's a twin beam scale. So it has two things on it, so you don't have to add the little weights on there. But I pick these up for 20 and 30 bucks a piece. Just watch on Facebook, and if you want to weigh some wood just to kind of experiment or play with, I find it pretty interesting, really. And anytime I can find one of those scales, well, I don't need another one, but if I found another one for probably 25 bucks, I'd buy it. And they're just handy little things to do. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Well, here's a little more of my practice piano. All the paint's come off that front one. The paint came off the back one a long time ago. And I think I'm going to climb this ladder, take it down, and just take it around back, put a little paint on it. I don't think it takes much to get this off. I think you, maybe not. I thought you just undid that, and well, maybe I won't be doing it. But it looks a lot better with paint. You can kind of see a little bit of green on that one, a little orange on that one, a little bit on that one. But this one back here that I painted a few years ago, the red seems to be fading away. It's lost its luster. That one's got a little crack in it there, doesn't it? I'm sure it's just a paint crack. All right, I'm gonna see what it's gonna take to get that off of there, and maybe put a new bearing in it too. Anyhow, we'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye. Well, here's what I came up with, and it might not work, or it might work because you just can't get the paint down in that side. So I might have to spray it there and then put this on, or whatever, or put this on the other ones and spray around. That'd probably be the best thing to do. And so that's where I'm coming up with. I did paint the inside black. I did get the bearing out. You can see all the rust on the C-clip, and I already don't know what I did with the bearing. There it is. It's dry as a bone. It's a sealed bearing that's ain't got no seal left into it. It's rough as a half-eaten corn cob. All right, I'm gonna red, white, and blue this one, and it's gonna be a quick job, quickie. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Update. Look what I got. Found a whole thing of bearings. There's a whole bunch of them in there. And I probably bought a pack of 10 for cheap. They're not high quality bearings, but they'll be just fine. They'll be better than that. It's going to need 2 coats on it, and I haven't quite figured it out. The big one was out further, so the distance between these was further apart. But doesn't really matter a whole lot, does it? It's still going to be better than what it was. We'll see you. Bye. Hi guys, what can I tell you? We made it down to the garden, just kind of fluffing it up a little bit. I already did some of it, and the part here I did before the rain came in to try to tear up all. It was just ground covered, kind of like, I don't know if you can see over in that area. Maybe I'll take you over there. But I'm just going to touch it up to lighten up the ground a little bit to put the potatoes in. Hopefully this old beast will start. It's pretty old, 83 I think. That's about all I'm gonna do to it. That thing ought to just about run out of gas. Now I gotta go get the, did I say I was planting apples in there? I don't know. Potatoes are what's going in there. Apples are up there. I think I did. What a moron. Anyhow, I'm not sure what I said. Anyhow, that's worked up about all I'm gonna work, and we used to do acres of potatoes, and now we're doing 2 rows. So, and I didn't used to, that thing went into retirement for years. I used to have one that went on the back of the tractor. Because if you recall, all the way up there to where all that is, all where those trees are, where that barn is, all this here, okay, used to be garden. Okay, that pile of dirt was brought in. That's 20-some loads of dumb dirt that I brought in to backfill the lower side of that. But none of this was here. None of this was here. The irrigation pump was over there and pumped water out of the pond, and it would pump water all the way up to the top acre up there. And there's about 5 acres here, and then there was an acre in the back too. If I can find a picture of it, I'll find a picture of it and ask you if you recognize it. Because I told you about it, you probably recognize it. Anyhow, now I got to go get I guess a string line and a ruler or something and try to get them in, because I melon balled the potato eyes this time. So I'll show you that when I get back. We'll see you now. Bye-bye. Well, you can see I got my tape down because I got to put these in exactly every 6 inches. Got to be precise, got to have the rows straight. And this is what I got. I melon balled, I don't know if you can see that, I melon balled out the little eyes, and I'm going to put the eyes up so they don't have to turn around. And I got a whole bucket of them, and I got 40 of them. I think, yeah, I got 40 of them because these are 20 foot. Maybe I don't have enough, I'm not sure. But they're going in every 6 inches. Let's see, if I put them in every foot, that'd be 20. I don't know how many I got. Well, that's what we're doing. 6 inches. And I'm just gonna, 6 inches, then 12 inches. And I'm just lightly putting these in. 6 inches. This doesn't have very good tape. There it is. Where's the 6 go? Right there. Boy, this is pretty exciting, isn't it? 18, 24, and you can see how soft I got it here. 24, where are we at here? 6, 30, I don't know what this is, 36, 6, 48, 6, now I'm going to cover these up later, so don't worry about that. 6 foot, let's see, 6, 7 foot. We might only be putting 1 row in, guys, I'm not sure. I don't remember how many I got these. I counted, and I'm not very good at math. You can tell that, can't you? Well, we're up to 10 foot. I might only have enough for 1 row. I think I figured wrong, guys. Oh well. Ain't gonna be the last time I figure wrong. Eyes up, remember. Normally, I generally put them about this distance. But I used to do a whole lot different. Where'd that rock come from, man? Getting into my thing here. One last one. 19 foot. I could put another one, but the fence is going there. It's just going to be in the way anyway. Now I'm going to do it again in the next row, but I got to move my tape over, and I think I got enough. We're going to find out in a minute. So, I think you've probably seen enough of me planting potatoes, but we'll put in 1 more row. It didn't take too long, only 3 minutes. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I got to move my tape. Well, I got my tape moved. I got a few more left in here, so we're gonna do what we just did again. Get a handful of taters. We'll start at, that's got one there. We'll start at 6 inches. Then put one at 12, one at 18, one at 24, one at 30, 36, 42, 48. I gotta move up. Look how soft I got this ground. It's worked up pretty good. Let's see, we're right here. 54, then 5 foot, 5, 6, 6 foot, 6, 6, 7 foot, 7, 6, 8 foot. Man, we're at the 8 foot. I might have enough. I might have counted right. I thought I counted wrong. Used to have a machine that did this. As fast as you could pull it with a tractor. Well, you didn't have to pull it at high speed with a tractor. Where am I at here? 6. There's one at 10. There's one at 10, 6. There's one at 11. There's one at 11, 6. There's one at 12. I think I might have enough. Throw some of this grass out of here. Where are we at? 12, 12, 6, 13, 13, 6, 14. Yeah, I'm getting into a rut here. I think I'll switch over to, well, I'll leave it where it's at. Let's see, 14, 6, 15, 15, 6. Looks like I got a couple extras. I'll put the better looking ones in now. 16, 16, 6, 17, 17, 6, 18, 18, 6. Let's see, we got a few really good ones here. There's one at, I can't see my tape here. 18, 18, 6, 19. We'll go 19, 6. What the heck? Now I got a few extras here that we're just going to put in between and see if it makes any difference. Probably won't. I should do it in the other row too, but we ain't doing that. I got a couple more left. Guess I had a couple spares. Boy, if that one grows something, it'll be a miracle. All right. Now I gotta lightly cover these. What I lightly cover these with is my leaf mulch. And I'll take you back to show you the leaf mulch, because we're gonna go get the bobcat and bring it over here and shovel that on. I gotta put my fence posts in here, one there, one here. That gets 2 in this area, 1 there, because the deer will get in here and just devastate this. Look how deep my tracks are. All right, I'll be back when I start putting on some leaf mulch. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Well guys, this is what I got for my putting over the potatoes. I guess you can see me in there. Remember the leaves that I vacuum up year after year after year? Well, that's what they are. That's what it is right there. And I'm just gonna shovel it on here. I'm going to pile it up so I don't have any weeds is my theory. I don't know. Used to do it a lot different in the olden days, which are now kind of like of the past. This stuff here, I can just put it in any old way. Anyhow, that's what basically gonna start covering them with something. You know, I like this because it's real airy, so the potatoes can expand. And that's what we'll be doing here for the next, who knows, it'll take a little while. Shovel a couple bucket loads out. And then just put it in between so I don't have any weeds. Stuff isn't that heavy. It's just old wet leaves, I guess. And then as these things, as they start to grow, I'll just rake it up over top of them. I guess it's kind of an untraditional way. But then we used to get potatoes so big it'd be bigger than your hand in the olden days. I gotta get up here. That's about what I'm going to do, is put a mound down the center in between those two rows, and then I'll put a mound over here, a mound here, and a mound here, and then just as the potatoes start to grow, I'll pull it up over top of them and keep them hilled up that way. And it's worked real good in the past. The difference in the past is I'd have one row, and I didn't have to walk over rows and stuff like that. It was a lot easier putting in a 300-foot row than two 20-foot rows, let me tell you. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Well, that's about the looks of it. Don't know whether to do anything. The potatoes are in the rows where the string is, and there's about, I don't know, 4 inches of stuff on top of them, real light stuff. And then the big piles here are when they start coming up, I can keep hilling the dirt up, or hilling whatever that stuff is up around them. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. And this here is pretty deep. Hopefully the weeds won't grow through. Anyhow, that's all I feel like doing today. I'm wore out. I got one more little thing. I'm gonna put that spinner back up. I painted it in between. It was still wet when I kept painting the next color and stuff like that. It's kind of a mess, but it's better than it was, and I just don't feel like messing with it anymore. So we'll see you in a minute or two. I'll go put that thing up and you can kind of laugh. I did put a new bearing in it, so we'll be there in a little bit. Bye-bye. Well, we're finishing up. This is what it looks like. I didn't pay that much attention to the paint. You can see some of the bad spots. I wasn't letting it dry. I just wanted to get it up done. Maybe you can see the new bearing in there. So we're going to put it up. Just the end screws on up there. It goes on pretty easy. If I can find the cap to it. I even painted the cap. But this is kind of finishing out the day. Oops, I guess gotta go up again. Just slide it on and maybe it'll take off. This one's supposed to go this way. We finally run out of wind. Doesn't look too bad. The little one doesn't spin as much as the big one because of it shouldn't go it's out of balance. Check that out. I painted it out of balance. Oh no, because the leverage is different. That's why the Little one doesn't spin as much. Once it gets going, it spins faster, but it takes a little bit more wind to get it going. Anyhow, I think that might be a wrap. I'm going to go down to the greenhouse and see if that wood lost any weight in today. I guess I can take you along. You need to waste another minute, don't you? We burnt down 10 tons of sticks. That was a massive pile of sticks. Beautiful day. Glad I got the garden or the potatoes in. I don't think I'm going to do potatoes next year. I don't know whether they'll work the way they did. We used to have some monster potatoes. I'd have to, if you go back in some of the old videos, look up potatoes, you might see some of them that are, you dig them up and you get a bushel about every 10 foot. And that's how it was. Did it? Yeah, it lost a little bit of weight. Probably lost a pound. But I'm not going to change it. See how it's come down? There, I just pressed it down. Yeah, it's gone down. So there's 1 pound. I lost 1.5 pounds. Maybe 2 pounds. Lost 2 pounds today. So now it's down to, from this morning to now, it's down to 256. I don't know if you remember this morning, it was at, I think it was 258. I don't know if you can read that. There you go. All right, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe button. I think I might go into town and get me something to eat, because the chief cook has grandkid duty. So we'll see you later. Beautiful day. Bye-bye now.